WTVA's Matt St. Jean is live in the studio. It was the boys' turn to try and punch their tickets to Jackson tonight. How was the action there?
Well, you saw that video, that little montage. It's a little bit of foreshadowing. But more packed gyms and more great atmospheres tonight. I think since last March, the following two teams have waited to square off again in the playoffs. Ingomar and Biggersville. You can see the video behind me. An instant classic in 2021. The 1A state championship. The go-ahead shot by Zach Sugars, and then this shot to beat the buzzer and win the state title for Biggersville. That was drama of the highest order, and tonight the two teams met again with a trip to the big house on the line. The bleachers were hopping in Ingomar, both sets of fans getting riled up. Small town pride at its finest. Lions came roaring out in the first quarter. Game tied at 2. Jarrell Jones for 3. That was good. Then Ingomar had some real problems with the Biggersville press early on. Inbound pass stolen, handed off to Dylan Rousey for an easy layup. The Lions rushed out to a 15-2 lead to start the game. End of the first quarter, Ingomar pulled it together a little bit. Some shots started to fall, like this three-pointer from senior Braden Bell. But similar to last night's girls' game, the Biggersville Lions only got better as the game went on. They pulled away in the second half, and they keep their title defense alive, winning 66-49. They'll play Bay Springs on Monday. Up the road in Pine Grove, Carson Rowland and the Panthers look to punch their ticket to Jackson for the first time since 1977. And ladies and gentlemen, Rowland was on a mission. In his final home game, the senior was on fire. That's 3 right there. Later, put the entire LaFleur team in a spin cycle, hung in the air, and got the runner to fall. But he wasn't just scoring. No, not just scoring. Check out this no-look pass in transition to Jamas Cox for the lay-in. Rowland scored 40 points, and the Panthers are going to the big house with a 66-43 victory over LaFleur. They'll face Heidelberg on Tuesday. In New Albany, the Bulldogs hosted Clarksdale. A little bit of an ugly first quarter. Both teams shaking the rust off a little bit. Cam Carter got that fadeaway jumper to fall, but that was the only field goal of the quarter for the Bulldogs. The score at the end of the first quarter was 6-5 in favor of Clarksdale. The teams heated up a little bit as the game wore on, but in the end, it was Clarksdale that had the slight edge. They end New Albany's season 50-45. And Rhea Thornton got treated to a thriller down in Ackerman tonight. She gives us the recap of Choctaw County and Northside.
Well, Matt, it's been a bumpy road for Choctaw County in the postseason. They lost to Charleston last week, 52-44, but it turns out that Charleston was playing an ineligible player, giving Choctaw County life in the postseason once again. And they didn't take that second chance for granted.
Tonight, Choctaw hosted Northside, and I'm not going to lie, things looked rocky at first for the Chargers. They scored in the first minute of the game to go up 2-0, but only scored 2 points the rest of the quarter, and Northside was feeling it. Threes, putbacks, steals, they were all over the stat sheet. But where things really got interesting was in the final quarter. With under 4 minutes left to go in the game, Northside led by 6. Through free throws, Choctaw was able to chip away at that Gator lead. And in the final seconds of the game, the Chargers take their first lead of the night since the first minute of the game. Caleb Cunningham knocks down a crucial and one. He led the Chargers in scoring tonight with 23 points. Choctaw County won in the last 9 seconds of this game, 57-56.
So the Chargers stay alive in postseason play. They'll take on Velma Jackson in the big house. Reporting in Choctaw County, Rhea Thornton, WTVA 9 Sports.
Elsewhere, Tupelo's comeback came up short against Olive Branch. Byers advanced to Jackson with a win over Coffeyville. Boonville is going back to Jackson after beating North Panola. New Hope steamrolled Cleveland Central, and Holly Springs beat Winona by 5.